I'm going to tell you a story, my story. As a kid, I've always been fascinated with the power of science to be able to change the world. But the educational system ruined that fascination. It turned science into a series of unending lectures that simply forced me to memorize facts. My only solace were in hands-on science labs where I could actually apply the knowledge I learned in real life. But those are few and far in between. And looking around the classroom, I knew I wasn't the only one, but one of many. Today, millions of students across the world are sharing my boredom, 92% to be precise. But what most people don't realize is that teachers have it just as hard, if not harder. They want and need to integrate more hands-on learning into the classroom, mandated by a generational shift towards inquiry-based learning recently, but they lack the critical time and resources to do so. And with Realism, we are bridging that gap between teachers and students. Realism is a 3D gamified science education platform that makes it easy for teachers to engage their students to teach inquiry-based learning standards.
And let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on.
I think it really offers students a chance to actually get involved inside of their teaching. It is also something that will help students across the world.
Through our 3D gamified platform, students will finally be able to apply the knowledge they learned in class in real-world hands-on simulations, made fun via a series of objectives, achievements, and a class competition system like Minecraft and Fortnite. And it's available on all hardware a school could have and on VR. For teachers, Realism is just as powerful. Through our platform, they can access a wealth of next-generation standards-aligned labs that are easy to integrate through our customized lesson plans and worksheets. And it's cost-effective. Through our platform, they'll be able to replace much of the physical lab equipment and materials that they're using and access higher-end simulation machines. Imagine teaching the mole concept through a $20 million rocket lab. And the most important part is that we are filling the critical gap in a teacher's curriculum left by the paradigm shift towards inquiry-based learning globally. Over the past year, we conducted a full pilot at Cranbrook schools. And during the pilot in a study, we found a 12% increase in test scores and an 85% increase in engagement through a series of pre- and post-tests with just the alpha version of our platform in the Rocket Lab. And as of now, we have 89 committed beta schools, and we're in the middle of finalizing 6 paid pilots for next fall and 1 unpaid pilot. And our first paying customer, Cranbrook Schools, was so impressed with using Realism's platform last year that they decided to invest $17,000 in building out a physical VR lab to use Realism this year. And we can scale this much larger. There are a total of 131 million secondary school students in the US, EU, and China alone, of which we can reach 70% of. And to reach this scale, we're going to be following a customized freemium model that other companies in the ed tech space, like Nearpod, have been able to capitalize on extremely effectively. And what's great is that Realism's core tech isn't just limited to K-12 science. We can expand this in the future to the broader e-learning market. Right now, we're seeding the market with our initial 9+ labs. The next phase of our expansion is to open up the Realism marketplace, which will allow any developer from around the world to come on our platform and develop custom Realism labs and sell those, allowing our content to scale exponentially while creating a network. As now, we're looking to raise $700,000 of seed financing, which will A, help build out our distribution channel, and B, help us hire more people to build out our labs and marketplace. This will give us 18 months of runway to propel us to our next target of 100 paying schools and the next sales cycle, at which we'll reach critical mass and we'll be able to scale quickly and organically. Hello, I'm Stephen Wong, co-founder and CEO of Realism. I'm also a 17-year-old high school junior. Our team is currently embedded inside the educational market today, and we know exactly where the pain points are and exactly how to build products to solve those. We're all focused on taking a gap year to make Realism as successful as possible. We've also assembled a very strong advisory board in education, notably Jay Chakrapani, former Chief Digital Officer of Barnes & Nobles and former VP of Product at McGraw-Hill, and Brett Koff, co-founder of Remind, one of the largest ed tech companies in the world. Realism is going to forever redefine the way billions of students learn about science. And come find me or my team if you want to join us on our journey of creating education's future. Thank you.